not sure if I'm even recording. I am recording. So let's start this event, shall we? Hello, everyone. This is Michael here, president of HawkNet. We'd like to thank each and every one of you all for being here in attendance. I'll pass it off to our guest speaker and the host of this event, Josh Speshock. Josh, take it away.
Thank you, Mike. All right, everyone, please log into your TryHackMe account if you haven't. This room is free, so you shouldn't have to worry about running into those subscriber messages you get from TryHackMe. So please navigate to learn and then search and then type in Carnage. Yes, Spider-Man. Bear with me. I haven't got fan ATM. Now you like Spider-Man, so the Carnage. Please click on this room. How do I? And then we will go to scenario, and we will start the room. Start the machine. So yeah, like I said, this room is scenario based. So this room is scenario based. You will be able to walk through a scenario that you will encounter as an analyst. So basically, this room is about someone who fell victim to an email that had an attachment and they clicked on it. I know attachments aren't always bad, but in this case, it was bad. The reason why is because it made suspicious connections outbound and that sort of thing. Suspicious connections outbound, for the sake of this room, it means C and command and control. If you heard of the cyber kill chain, command and control basically means that the attacker has gained a foothold into your network and has obtained a compromised host. And now that compromised host is now beaconing towards with the command and control server. So the command and control server knows that the machine that is compromised is operational, and now the attacker can now do their nefarious operations and things like that. So that's what we're going to be investigating. We're going to investigate it from a network perspective. The PCAP associated with what happened when the user clicked on the attachment and made those connections over the network. I know you guys get extensive Wireshark training in your cybersecurity 1 and 2 classes, but I wanted to pick this room because it goes a step further into taking those skills and implementing them towards scenario questions, because in cybersecurity, you're going to see everything. So it's always good to get these scenario-based question training. Give me a thumbs up if you are excited to do this. Like, I'll say yes. Yeah, there you go. All right. So we're gonna start Wireshark. It loads again. It is the attack box. All right, and then we'll do there we go. Awesome. All right, so you don't have to worry about putting okay, we have to load the PCAP. Perfect. Let me see if I can do for users. Okay, good. Connecting. Okay, okay. That's like this better. All right, so we're gonna do Wireshark. We're gonna do file. We're gonna do open. They said that it's gonna be in the analysis folder in the desktop. So we're gonna go to desktop. We're gonna go to analysis, and we're gonna pull the PCAP. And then we're gonna hit open. Boom. And you should see the PCAP. It's loading. Give it some time. There we go. All right. Let me just yeah, let me do that. All right. So the first question: what was the date and time for the first HTTP connection to the malicious IP? Again, since this happened over the network and mostly this attachment probably came from a website, we need to look at HTTP traffic. So how do we do that in Wireshark? It is looking specifically for HTTP. So we're gonna do HTTP. We're gonna hit enter, and now we're gonna see all the HTTP traffic. However, they want it in a specific answer format. So what we have to do is go into, I believe it is edit, set, let's view. I remember it is view, no, time display format. And we want, all right, let's speak out. This is very view. Then we go to time display format, and then we go to they want it, and let's just do UTC day of year and time of day, or UTC. What format do they want it? Year, MDHHMS. So they want it in that format. So if we go to view, time display format, and I believe it is UTC and back. All right, we got it. It was, I believe, view, time display. Oh, that's UTC year. We want the date and time. Oh, that's much better. All right, so it was view, and then time display format, UTC, date and time of day. Yeah, because we get our hour, minutes, and seconds that they want. Awesome. All right, so year, minutes, days, HHMS. All right, so the first year is going.
A in this case, just for.
All right, so the first year is going to be 2021 0924. 21A. Then HHMS. Ooh, it's gonna be 16, 44, 38. I have the write-up in case I get it. Boom. The format worked. Sweet. All right, so I changed the time format because I changed the time format because my Wireshark looks different. So to get this time format to answer the questions in the format that TryHackMe wants, you will have to do time display format, the UTC date and time of day. Once you enable that by clicking it, you will be able to answer the questions in the format that TryHackMe wants. Awesome. All right, next. What is the name of the zip file that was downloaded? All right, so we're going to go deeper into the packet and now and analyze it. So we're going to do follow. We're going to do TCP stream. The reason we are not doing HTTP stream is, again, well, because we see HTTP traffic, but it may be encrypted because attackers less like to encrypt their stuff. So with TCP stream, we can see everything from a packet perspective, like connections and that sort of thing. So they're asking, what was the domain? What was the name of the zip file that was downloaded? The name of the zip file is going to be documents.zip. The reason why is because you see a GET request. GET basically means I want the data for this website that I am requesting. So this user unfortunately clicked on a attachment that was associated with documents.zip, and that's when all the bad stuff started happening. So it's going to be documents.zip. Awesome. Now, we know when this attack happened, what the user unfortunately clicked on. Now, what was the website that was hosting this that the user connected to unfortunately download the malicious attachment? I'm glad you asked. It is, I'm gonna get this one. I believe it is, that's this one. Also, yeah, it's host. Oh yeah, domain. Okay. So that's going to be. I want to try hacking. Give me copy and paste. Awesome. All right. Without downloading the file, what is the name of the file in the zip file? I know that sounds like recursion, but just bear with me. We have, because we're in a zip file, it contains multiple files embedded in it. So what was the file, without downloading it, of course, what is the name of the file in the zip file? It's going to be, this is where we get into all the packet stuff. This. XLS means basically Excel. That's Excel's extension. I believe that's correct. Yeah, Excel spreadsheet. By the way, if you have legacy Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, please update to the latest version. That's a no-no. So without downloading the file, what is the name of the file in a zip file? It's going to be that. Correct. Awesome. All right. We're moving. So summarize. We got when, the what was connected to, what was the file. Now we're going to see what is the name of the web server that in which the zip file was downloaded from, because again, we're looking at HTTP traffic. So we're requesting for a web server to give us the files that we want. So we want to see what is the web server in which was connected to obtain the zip file. So again, we're going to look in here for that web server. And I believe it is going to be, I know it's in here. And Lightspeed, awesome, appreciate it. Lightspeed, and we can double check Lightspeed, good. And also we can check the time, the date matches the first HTTP connection to this malicious IP. So the date here matches here. So this is the server. Now we are going to look for now the version of the web server from the previous question. It is going to be, we've got server powered by, I believe it's this one. That's powered by. I could be right. Yay, right. I'm on a roll. Yay. How many questions we got? We got 6 out of. Malicious files were downloaded to the victim host from multiple domains. What were the 3 domains involved with this activity? Okay, so we're going to start with, this one's going to be different. We're going to still look at the packets, but we're going to look at the packets themselves. So again, we're going to look for the victim host from multiple domains. So we're going to look at it. So we're going to look at HTTPS traffic because if you heard of DNS over HTTPS, it's a way in which attackers send their traffic over HTTPS. The reason why they use DNS is because DNS is known as a legitimate protocol and HTTPS is encrypted. So it's horrible for us defenders because it looks like legitimate traffic. So we need to get our time frame situated in order for us to see the 3 domains. So what we're going to now do is we're going to do that time frame. Please. So time frame is going to be, this is where your filters come in. So it's going to be TCP. Now port equal 443 because that's HTTPS. Now we're going to set the time because time is crucially important for us defender. So we're going to do, and please put parentheses, frame dot time. What time frame? 1645 11 and the day was September 24th. So we're going to do it's greater than or equal to, it is September 2021. 2021, and they want the time. So it's going to be 1645 11. And now we need to do the other. Okay, for I meant uh excuse the clicking. We had that on. Greater than or equal to. Now we're gonna do the other one. We got that. 145. Why did it? Anyway, oh yeah, they're doing mountain time. I remember. So we're doing that, and then and frame that time. I got it. And and same thing. Frame dot time is greater than or equal to, nice, equal to step. I believe it is, yeah, I believe we need a space. 24 dash 1, and it is, and they want 1645 30. So it's going to be 1645 30. And for purposes, because we'll need them. Now close. Where is it? Oh, I know that's an ugly wire chart filter. So hopefully that makes sense. So we're looking for HTTPS traffic, and in the frame time, we're narrowing down the time frame from 1645.11 because I put it at UTC, and we're looking for to 1645.30. So we don't want anything after 1645.30, which would be if I do 345.30. That's why we have the less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and this is our ands. We're looking for HTTP traffic between these time frames, and we hit enter. Now we get our traffic. All right, cool. So we want to see the data in which is being taken place. So how do we do that? First, we're going to look at the TCP streams. So the streams that we're going to look at, for example, we're going to move down the list. So we're going to do source, destination, or do follow TCP stream. I know I'm screen holding a. So our first one is this one because it's in red. So that's our first one, if I recall, because they want 3 domains. So we got 1. That's 1. Next, we're going to follow the other. We're going to keep going. So we're going to find next. Streams. That is because Microsoft, Windows, ugly. Okay. Yeah, if I remember. 96, 97. There you go. That's our second one. Because we are looking for client hello. Because it's HTTPS, client hello means it starts basically the conversation between the client and the server. Hey, I'm this, and the server is like, okay, but what do you want? So that's why we're looking at those streams specifically, so that way we can see the connection taking place between the client and the server from the HTTPS perspective. So our second domain is going to be this one. And then our third domain is going to be this, I believe it's going to be the server hello, because now the server is like, okay, what do you want? I mean, yes, it was 98, my bad. Yeah, the reason why it's 98 is because, again, we are seeing the HTTP traffic taking place between the client and server, which is the SYNAC stuff. So that's why we're seeing those streams specifically. We're seeing the start of the conversation. We're seeing the data in which is being transversed, and at the end, we're seeing the end of the conversation with Finn to acknowledge the end of the three-way chain. And then we paste and we submit. And that is our correct answer. Oh, I did good. Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Mhm. Yeah, so we started at stream 90. I'm not sure. There we go. The next one was stream 97, which would be, I believe, this one. And if we start, no. Come on. Follow. Come on. Follow. I want to see my HTTP stream. Wireshark, why are you not letting me TCP TLS? I just had this. Oh, one sec. Follow. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're going to move. So we're starting 90. We're going to 91. If you see it on Microsoft.com, it's legitimate because it's Microsoft domains. 93. We are now at the SYN. So we're now starting the request. You're gonna see gibberish. Then more gibberish. The reason why it's not going fortune.com, because again, you're still in the SYN, so you're basically starting the conversation. Go upstream. 95, just more stuff from a maintenance perspective, like versions, policies, that sort of thing. You don't have to worry about that. So we're still at 96. 96 is now, we're now in SYN act. So now the server has acknowledged like, hey, this is me. 97, this is the client side. Now we received application data. So your stream is going to be 90, 97, and 99. You can type that in. What I did first was that I took the first stream, and then I did follow TCP stream, and then you can type in the stream 90, 97, and 99 to get those three domains. So if you go to 98, you won't get the, you will get 97, 90, 90, 97, 98. 99 is nothing because it's just under SYN, so it's basically starting the connection again. Whereas 98 actually shows us what we were actually going to, which is the domain, the application data itself. And I believe 97 is the same. It's just in a previous packet. It's in an ACK. But since we acknowledged it's on the client side, we got the data because application data was previously. So those are three domains. Now we want to see which certificate authority issued the SSL certificate to the first domain from the previous question. If you are running a server, if you're running a website that doesn't get your that doesn't have an SSL certificate, I'm gonna roast you because you're supposed to have SSL enabled on your websites. It's not actually SSL. I believe it's TLS. 1.3 or is it 1.4? The new version. 1.4. Yeah, okay. 1.4. So yeah, make sure your websites are secure. I want to see that locked. Okay, there's a refresh. There we go. So I want to see that. I want to see that locked. Okay. So now, which certificate authority issued the SSL certificate to the first domain from the previous question? Okay, so the first domain was findjewels.com. So we're going to go back in here and we're going to look at our TCP streams. So our first TCP stream was, I believe, 90. So we're gonna do follow TCP stream. That's 97. I can type 90 because that's when our first domain joined. We're gonna look for our certificate authority. It is gonna be GoDaddy.com. Reason being, well, there's your certificate authority. Boom. So it's gonna be GoDaddy. Boom. Okay, awesome. We're almost there. I know this is a lot to take in, but hopefully you're enjoying this room. We're doing good on time. All right, so next. What are the 2 IP addresses of the Cobalt Strike servers? We're gonna use virus total to confirm if the IPs are identified as Cobalt Strike C2 servers. If you don't know what Cobalt Strike is, it's a C2 framework that is very commonly used by attackers to do their necessary operations, like for example, like exfiltrate data and that sort of thing. Thing with Cobalt Strike is that it's very expensive because it's professional. But if you do use it as a professional, you're going to really like it. It's a really great tool. So yeah. Okay, we're gonna look at the 2 IP addresses of the Cobalt Strike servers. So the so we're gonna look at view. We're gonna look at statistics. We're gonna look at conversations. Conversations basically shows us what was the thing that was being that we were talking to. So we're gonna look at the big ones. So we found this one, and we're going, and I think we found another one. Yeah, I believe and we are also talking to a 148.72.96. I believe there's a better way in which how to go about doing this. So let me go to my trusted blog. Actually not my blog, it's a one that I use. But we're going to confirm the IP addresses. So they end in 8 and the end in 4. So we are going to look for 8 and we're going to 4 and close the conversations. I am boom, 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 boom. 8. Right. I know this one. Here we go. Progress and 4. Let me mark this one. So we're going to now go to virus total. And go to our trusted virus total. We're going to do search because we want the IP. We're going to go for 185 dot. The 185 looks familiar. Please get familiar with that. Start of the octet. It's a helpful tip. And if we search, boom. Relations. It is details. And if I recall correctly, this is a Cobalt Strike server because boom, Cobalt Strike. Ta-da! So we got one. All right, so the first one is going to be in sequential order, which is going to be the first one, 185.106.96.158. Next, so we got 2. Now we need the second one. So our hint is that it starts with a 4. So that one has 3. This 104, this and it starts with 1. So this 104 looks suspicious. So we're going to now do 104, 107, well, 104, 120, 107, going to be 120.107 dot. Click. Ah, I got you. So 185. Oh yeah, the 185 octet. It throws a red flag because it's associated with bad stuff. So that's why I always look for the 185 octet, because if you see it, bad stuff is happening. So 185.125.204.174. And if we go to details, we will see it associated with Cobalt Strike as well. Google results is none, but since it's associated with 185 and the last one was associated with 185, we can admit that these are associated with Cobalt Strike. Because, and there you go. Cobalt Strike server found 185.125.204.174. So it's going to be 185.125.204.174. Correct answer. Boom. Now, what is the host header for the first Cobalt Strike IP address from the previous question? You may be asking, what is the host header? So we found the host header. So again, we need to go back and look for the filter itself, and then we need to go and then follow the stream to figure out our host header. So we're going to use the IP that we found, which was this one. So we're going to go in here. We're going to do IP.adr equal. If you need the equal. And say what, and it was 185, I believe. Dot 106.96. Dot. Okay. And we follow the string. So that way we can see the connections. And I believe, and there's our host header. And if we check it, boom, we found it. All right. How's my page, by the way? Give me a thumbs up if we're going too slow, too fast. Liking it? Base? Awesome. All right. So what is the domain name for the first IP address of the Cobalt Strike server? Helpful hint, you may use VirusTotal to confirm if it's the Cobalt Strike server. Check the Humidity tab. So we're going to do that because, well, VirusTotal is handy. So our IP, it was, let me come on, there we go. Copy. We're going to go in here. And we're going to look for the domain name for the first IP of the Cobalt Strike server. So we're going to go in here. We're going to plug that in. And we're going to go to community. And the domain name is going to be, what's the host header? Host header. Is it this? That can't be right. Let's try. Domain, is it going to 3? Nope. Hint. Look for traffic over port 443. Okay. Hmm? What is the domain name? Okay, first server. Yeah. So this is the first one. So we're trying to figure out the domain for this guy. And I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing that it is Cobalt Strike, but in which they want the oh, for the first one. Okay, nice. Yeah. Yeah, because they defanged it. So live. Now we want the second one. So we're going to plug in the second IP. 125.125.204.124. We're going to go to community. And we're going to find our C2 server. It was securitybusypuff.com. I don't know why you fall for these domains, but bear with me. Get rid of the brackets because they defanged it for safety reasons, and we submit. Bam. Now, what is the domain name of the post-infection traffic? Key hint host. So we're gonna look for host HTTP traffic. So how do we do that? So we're gonna go in here. There's an HTTP protocol. Let's go. One sec. I know, honey. I am looking for a post. HTTP, the response, I think it's HTTP response. Could be wrong. Response equal post. So that's not HTTP. What is it? Request. Oh, because post is not a status code, so it's going to be request method. I was close. Request method equals post. And now, what is the domain name of the post infection traffic? We got our post information. We got our timestamp. So we're gonna look in here. Follow the TCP string. We're gonna get our domain name. It is gonna be maldivehost.net. By the way, please don't click on any attachments or links. But if you do, thank you for contributing your PCAPs for us to analyze. So it's a win-win. But you get the point. What are the first 11 characters that the victim host sends out to the malicious domain involved in the post-infection traffic? Again, we have a post request, which means we got the data that we wanted. Post basically means the traffic has been done, etc. Now do your thing. So now we're seeing the aftermath. So the first 11 characters is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just do this. Paste. Boom. Now, what was the length? What was the length for the first packet sent out to the C2 server? So now we're going to look at the length. The length is going to be 112. So it's going to be 112. First packet sent out to the C2 server. What did I just do wrong? Oh, that's the length of the packet. We want the length of the actual that's the length of the file. The length of the actual packet is going to be found here. So it's going to be 281. Nice. So what was the server header for the malicious domain from the previous question? So now we got the malicious domain. What is the server header? So we got our so we're here. When you follow the TCP stream, we're gonna look for a server. That's good. I think that's a good thing. So our server header is going to be this. I know it's very long and it looks like a user agent string, but just know your server in terms of the format is going to usually have the name slash version, what it is, then your encryption stuff, more details. So it's Apache web server because Apache is very common as a web server. Plug that in, correct? Now, the malware used an API to check for the IP address of the victim's machine. No, it was not VirusTotal. What was the date and time when the DNS query for the IP check domain occurred? So what this basically means, hey, I want to make sure that this IP address matches this victim's machine. So that way I know that this victim's machine is the actual one that's compromised to do my stuff. So what protocol are we going to look at? It's going to be DNS. So we can do DNS. I know in IT, we always blame DNS. And for this scenario, we do because, well, the victim got hacked. So we're going to check for the date and time for when the DNS IP check domain occurred. We got our time, so we're going to look for the API. So we're going to look in here. I believe it's UDP. Yes, because DNS does not use TCP, it uses UDP because it is meant for speed and not any of those flow, traffic controller, and all that stuff. So we are going to find our date and time when the IP check domain occurred. IP check for the IP check. What is the date and time for the DNS for the check? Okay, so we're going to look in here. We're going to look at our streams. Look for this looks we're looking at date and time. Okay, give me 1 second. We're looking for the date and time. So we got that, which is great. And you can see server header, awesome. So we got DNS, which is great. Now let's check out this packet. Because again, we want to look at our packets. So let me just get rid of this stuff. DNS. Why does it not like DNS? D E. Oh, because that had UDP in front of it. Now we're going to look for packet. What do they want us to look at? They want us to look at packet. Ouch. 24.147. So we're going to need to do some digging. So we're going to go in here and get thinking about the scrolly wheel because we want our query because it has the reason why we want 24. I can't expand this. It has our API. So that's when the start of the query that's when the start of the IP check starts because we're now querying the API. Well, the attacker is to do their nefarious stuff. So the date and time is going to be 2021-09-24, and it's going to be 17 years dash 34. Boom. Last three. I apologize. Please stay with me. What was the domain in the DNS query from the previous question? The domain in the domain is going to be this because that was the API. So we can actually confirm that with the UDP stream. It's going to be this. We're going to copy. We're going to paste. We confirmed it because that was the API domain in which started the query for the DNS check. Next, looks like there was some malicious spam activity going on. We hate spam. What was the first mail from address observed in the traffic? So to see this one, because now we're going into mail traffic, we're going to now look at SMTP. SMTP basically it is port 25, and it is the forwarding of the email traffic. So we want to look at SMTP traffic so that we can see email information such as headers, users, that sort of thing. So now we're going to look for malicious spam. So we're going to look for the first mail from address observed in the traffic. So we're going to look at mail from, I believe this one's 23. So we're going to look for most of the first mail from address observed in the traffic. And I am going to say is this. I could be wrong. Well, that's this one looks because that is a status code. Mail from, that's our victim. That's really so that's the attacker who sent the attachment because it came via mail. That is correct. How many packets were observed for the SMTP traffic? So we want to count. So we're going to look for statistics. Statistics and connections, you're gonna like that, you're gonna enjoy this tab. It gives you information about not only the network traffic, but it goes a step further into giving you the nitty-gritty, such as endpoints, packet lengths, and that sort of thing. So if the traffic doesn't give you what you want, you can go into statistics and get a more in-depth look. So we got, so we're going to look for what was how many packets were observed for SMTP traffic. So we're going to look at statistics, and we're going to look at protocol hierarchy, simple mail transfer protocol, and the number of packets was 11. No, I got that. The number of packets was 11. Oh, because yeah, there's gotcha. Oh, it's gonna give me I gotcha. Protocol hierarchy. Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, because I was on a TCP stream, so that's why it was. Gotcha. So now our packets is 1439. Awesome. Please tell me you got this congratulations message. Yeah, yeah, refresh. Did you click for test one? All right, cool. How did you think of this room? Again, we had to use a write-up, but write-ups are always good because it helps us learn. How did you think about this room? Easy, medium, hard? How did you like it? Nice. All right. Sweet. Thank you, Annabelle. All right. This room is recorded, so we will get it out. The semester is almost over. So we're moving into December. So we'll see what happens if December. But if you have any TryHackMe rooms that you want me to do, both free or paid.
Recommendations, people.
Yes. And that covers the room for today.
Hello, everyone. I'm back. Thank y'all so much for those who were able to come in person and those who watched on via Zoom. Really quickly, want to let y'all know that this will be uploaded on our YouTube channel. So hi, YouTube, and everyone watching. What was I gonna say? November 30th, I believe is the date. We will be having ACM will be having an event where there's gonna be they're gonna have a Amazon hiring manager, I believe, on campus.
actually
Senior software developer on campus, Delta 241 7:30 p.m. What day is that? Thursday? Thursday, 7:30 p.m., November 30th. Amazon folk is going to be here. Hope to see y'all there. It's going to be awesome. Take plenty of notes. And maybe Jeff Bezos will be there. If so, definitely hop in that. Thank y'all so much. This may very well be our last event that HawkNet will have this year. Next year will be bigger, badder, and better. Thank y'all so much.